Alright, you guys. Y'all know what time it is. Welcome to Diana's Kitchen. Welcome to Diana's Kitchen. I just wanted to make sure I could see. That's why I was looking over here. But anyway, welcome to Diana's Kitchen. Today is Sunday. I'm just really basically making 2 items today. I'm thinking about a third. Since I don't really eat rice like I used to, trying to pull away from it, I kind of be substituting cauliflower for rice. Excuse me, but I've had cauliflower for the last 2 meals. So I'm going to debate. I have brown rice, so maybe I'll make some brown rice as my starch. But anyway, on today's menu, I'm making a roast, and I'm going to make some collard and mustard greens mix, and I just might make some brown rice. I don't know. While I'm in the cooking process, I'll let you guys know. But until then, let me just show y'all what I do have out. And so, yeah, let's enjoy the video. So I have a roast, and remember, it's just me, so I don't have many people out. I only have a few spices that I'll be using. This in the bag is adobo. I guess that's how you say it. But anyway, I have a bag of collard greens from HEB, our local grocery store, one of them, and some mustard greens because I ain't got time to be peeling them. But this water is for the greens. Also, this bay leaf is for the greens. Let me go ahead and put that right there. And then I went ahead and pre-cooked everything, pre-cut up everything so it wouldn't take up so much time on the video. So right here, actually I have some bell peppers, onions, carrots. Under there is some celery, some sausage. That sausage is for the greens. The ham seasoning is also for the greens. And I have some fresh cut up garlic that goes in both my roast and my greens. Like I tell everybody, everybody cooks different, okay? So this is how I cook my food, and I don't knock nobody for the way they cook theirs. And so I do have a fork here, and the reason for me having a fork, and this is just my preference, I always just do this to my roast because I just want everything to get in there. You don't have to do this. This is just what I do. I just kind of poke holes in it because I want all my seasons to get in the middle of that meat. Alright, so I've done that. Another thing I do, I go ahead, matter of fact, finally gonna get to use my avocado oil. Avocado is very good, especially when you cut it up and working on high temperature. So I'm just gonna put a little olive oil on top, you guys, and trust me, I'm gonna rub that olive oil in. And I'm gonna put it on both sides. Now again, you can do it the way you want to do it, but this is the way I do it, and it works pretty good for me. So I'm gonna go ahead and put some garlic powder on here. I'm sorry, this is the onion powder. Let me get it together. Get it together, girl. Get it together. And I'm putting quite a bit because, for one, I like the flavor. It has no salt in the onion powder. And also, this is the garlic powder I got from Ollie's. Big old thing. If you have an Ollie's in your town, you ought to try getting them big old things of seasoning. This wasn't bad. Alright, so I'm going to put some garlic powder. Yeah, garlic is like one of my favorite seasonings. Some black pepper. I'm not going to put a lot because I just barely started cooking with black pepper, to tell y'all the truth. Now, this seasoning here I got from the wholesale store, and it's adobo. And I did taste the adobo to see how salty it is, and trust me, it has a lot of salt. So I'm not going to put a lot because I'm actually going to add some Montreal steak seasoning in here, and I haven't touched anything with this glove, so hold this right on back off in there because I don't want it too salty. Alright, so the last thing I'm going to put on here is some Montreal steak seasoning. Try it, get y'all some. And I'm going to put some of this on here, and I'm going to season the other side as well, so I'm not going to put a lot of salt. So now what I'm going to do is just turn it over and do the same thing. Kind of pat your seasonings. Don't shake it. Just pat your seasoning just like I'm patting it. If you guys can see, just kind of pat your seasons a little bit. Because the way I'm going to do it in the oven, they're going to stick regardless. And just see, it won't fall off so much. Alright, so let's go again. Let me take this glove off. Okay, I just changed gloves. So I'm going to pour just a little bit of this here onto the roast. And I'm just basically going to season this side just like I did the other side. Garlic powder. Am I saying it wrong? Garlic. Let's try to get proper garlic. Alright, and some onion powder. That's how I talk. If I sound any other kind of way, I don't know what to tell y'all. Now, what I'm not going to put on this side, I'm not going to put any adobo. That adobo is very, very salty. But I am going to put some Montreal steak seasoning on because I didn't put that much on the other side. And I definitely want the season inside of the roast. Alright, so I think that's good. So I'm going to pat it just like I did the other side. Alright, so if you guys can see it, it is nice and seasoned just the way I like it. Okay. Okay, what I'm going to do now, I'm going to take the roast and I'm going to put it in the oven just like this because I want it to kind of, you ever let the seasoning just sear? That's what I want them to do. So I'm going to put it in here for about 15 minutes. 15 minutes. I'm going to let that go ahead and sear. So while we're waiting on that, we're going to go ahead and get ready to rinse off our greens. Okay. Now, it's not for a debate, but these things say triple wash. I would advise you, like I was told, to wash them anyway. Okay? Just don't depend on what the bag say. Just go ahead and wash them for the sake of yourself and the sake of your loved ones. So I'm going to wash these greens. Alright, so while the greens are sitting, I'm not going to put them in the pot right away. I'm going to put some olive oil in the bottom of my pan because I'm going to go ahead and fry the ham seasonings, which is this. I'm going to fry it a little bit, just trying to fry it down. And once, as you can hear, got to have that pot sizzling. That is very important to make sure your pot is hot. Okay, so while that's doing that, I'm going to let it sizzle. Now, when I cook that down, then I'm going to put my bay leaves in. I'm going to put a little bit of garlic just for the seasoning. I'm not going to put, I'm holding it. So I'm going to put a little bit of seasoning, not a lot, because the ham seasoning and the sausage bring out a lot of seasoning, but then I'm going to add my own secret little touch. Okay? Okay. All right, you guys. So, I'll be right back. All right, so you just want to cook it down, stir it up a little bit at a time. Make sure you just stir it up, try to get it all. It's already smelling good, but just kind of stir it up a little bit, okay? And I apologize, I didn't tell you guys that the oven is on 375. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go ahead and add these greens. Let me turn the camera this way so you all can see. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and put the greens in here. Tell me who don't waste the green when they putting it in here. And I like to visit your house. Because, baby, look, I'm not one of them cooks that got it all perfected. It's looking nice. Yes, I'm going to drip some water. I'm going to drop a green here and there. I'm going to do those things. All right, y'all. So I'm going to add some water. These are the collard greens. I always cook the collard greens first because they take longer to cook. And so, yeah, we're going to put them, look at that. I don't have a lot of water in them, so don't think I put this big old thing in there. So you guys can see it's not even covered with water, but it will start to boil those down. So, yeah, so that's what I'm doing. So basically, we can wait for about 15 minutes for the roast. I'm going to take it out, put the stuff that I need to put in there, and we're going to put some things that I need to put inside the greens. So, patient. You got to be patient when you're cooking, because, see, you got to cook with love. Food only tastes good when you cook with love, especially in my kitchen. Now, you see how it's boiling? So I'm going to add these. I always put this in my greens, which are bay leaves. I only put 2 leaves. And I learned that when I was in New Orleans, and I just really can taste them bay leaves. I taste them. They be so good. So I'm also going to add just about, I'm not going to do no measurement. I'm going to put that much, a little more. I like garlic. So I put about 2 tablespoons. Okay, y'all just want to be accurate. But, alright, so I'm going to let this boil. Because, like I said, collard greens take longer. And then when I get just a little bit more, then I'm going to add a little more seasoning. Alright, y'all with me? Okay, y'all with me. Okay, this is just how I wanted the roast to look. Alright, so now what I'm going to add are the vegetables. And if y'all know vegetables, I like vegetables. So I'm going to be adding now just nothing but straight vegetables on top here. Some of y'all might say, ooh, why she got so many vegetables on there? Because I like them. So anyway, I'm going to get ready to put this back in the oven, you guys. I'm going to pour my little water on now. I'm not going to pour water to cover the top because the vegetables will cook from the heat. But I am going to pour enough water just so, because later on I'm going to make a gravy to go with it. So anyway, I'm going to pour some water around it. You guys can see it. And you don't want to pour water to cover. You don't want to cover your meat up, okay? You do not want to cover. Well, I don't want to cover my meat up. You know, some people may cover their meat up. I don't cover my meat up. Amen? Amen. So, yeah. So, I'm going to put foil on this now. Oh, before I get through, I'm going to put a little bit on my seasoning. This is just for my vegetables on the top of my carrots and stuff. Oh, I'm sorry that TV loud. Hold on. Alright, so I'm just going to cover it with foil. I have the oven on 375. I expect it to cook for at least an hour and a half, 2 hours. It's not that big of a roast. But we'll check that later, as well as those greens. Alright, so to the greens, as you guys can probably see, I don't know if y'all can see, but I'm just going to go ahead and add some garlic powder and some onion powder. Some black pepper. Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? And some onion powder. I don't know if I said, well, I put garlic powder already. Alright, and that'll be it for that. I'm not putting no cayenne, as somebody would want cayenne, my children, but baby, I can't do that hot stuff. So, hold on, you guys. What I am going to season the greens with is with a little Cajun seasoning. Not Tony's, but Cajun seasoning, the Louisiana kind. But I'm going to put that when I put the mustard greens. Because I feel like the seasoning that's already in it from the meat already puts off enough salt. I'm not going to add a lot of salt. It's going to be more of the meat that you're going to taste, well, that I'm going to taste in these greens. So anyway, I'll see you on a little bit when I get ready to add the mustard greens. You know I love you. I love you. So this is halfway through, if you guys can see. So I'm going to go ahead and add half of the sausage in the middle, just for the flavoring. And I'm going to go ahead and add the mustard greens. I already put some garlic, so I'm going to go ahead and add these mustard greens, okay? If you guys can see, I'm going to go ahead and add, I already washed them. That's why I'm wasting water everywhere. My towel right here, making a mess with some water. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and add those. Okay, so I put the rest of the sausage on top as it cooks down. All of it will cook down. Then I'll mix it all up, add the rest of the seasonings, and voila. Our greens will be ready. Ready. You know, I asked, this quick before I run out, I asked myself, what does it take to be a great YouTuber? It takes love. And if you watch my channel, I am love. Because I am God's child, and He is love. And so, anyway, I might do a separate channel. That would just be Diana's Kitchen. If you want to know where I got this apron made, drop it down in the comment section. I'll give you the link and get you your... Look, that's me. Hey! Alright, guys. I'll see y'all when it's time to check the roast. I'm just checking the... I don't know if you guys can see it, but I'm just checking the roast. It's not ready yet, so I was just giving it a little peek. Now I'm getting ready to pour the gravy on. I actually want to make some gravy, so I have here flour, water, and I'm going to use some kitchen bouquet. That's just to darken it. It really don't make it taste. And I'm going to pour this on top. I'm going to pour it on top just so it could be a little darker. I don't know if you guys can see that gravy. But let's try to turn y'all down some. There we go. Right there. Alright, so I'm going to turn this on the side. I'm going to actually pour it all over. Then I'm going to come and stir it up really good. Get my little seasonings up out of there. Alright, so I'm going to use this part of the whisk. I know many people don't, but I do. I use it just to kind of stir up the ingredients. Let it kind of cook a little bit. I want to turn it over so bad, but I feel like it's almost done and the meat going to fall off the bones. Let's try it out. Let me see let's see what we're working with. Let's see. Hopefully I don't make no mess. But if it's too soft, then I ain't going to be able to turn it. Oh, look at, that's why I got my, look at it, it's about to fall apart. Boy, look at that meat. Alright, I got it turned over, you guys. Don't that look good? Can y'all see it? That looks marvelous. Alright, so it just need a few more minutes to cook. It's really tender. And then I'm done. I'm going to leave it uncovered just so the little gravy can thicken up a little bit and the roast is done. Alright. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and make some brown rice. And some people be asking questions on how do you make rice. And so your rice is going to be 1 cup of rice and you pour 2 cups of water. I don't know if you guys can see. This is brown rice. So just kind of let you know, brown rice do take longer to cook than white rice. And this is, I just got this at H-E-B. So I'm going to put the rice in. I'm going to put 2 cups of water. Go ahead and add that up to 2 cups of water. Now again, like I say, everybody makes their food different. Is that 2 cups of water? Yes, it is. Alright, so also what I'm going to put in here, I'm going to take 2 tablespoons of real butter, because that's how I make mine. Just if you want to learn how to make it taste good, 2 tablespoons of real butter. This is unsalted, because I'm going to add a little salt to my water anyway. Okay, so I cut 2 tablespoons of butter. Good thing about the butter is marked for you. 2 tablespoons of butter, and add a little salt to your water. Well, just now came out, so don't think I put a lot because I don't do a lot of salt. Alright, so basically what you're going to do is you're just going to let that come to a boil, because it takes about 20 minutes or so for brown rice to fully cook. But this is how I cook mine. I let it come to a boil. Once it comes to a boil, I turn it down low and I just let it do its thing, because it takes a while. So anyway, the roast is almost done. The greens are ready pretty much. So I'm about to wrap this thing up. The next time you see me, I'll have my plate. Alright, thank you for commenting. Hey, make sure y'all hit that post notification, because you don't know what your girl going to cook. Okay, comments down below, because I always respond. Okay, so there's the roast. It is out. So I've covered up this is how you want to let your rice boil. It's on low. And them greens is really, ooh, can't wait to eat. Oh my goodness. Hold on, guys. I just forgot to cut my camera down. Let me turn this. Alright, so that's the finished. Look, there it is. That's the finished product. Ooh, I like the waste of green juice. But there y'all go. Thank y'all for staying and watching me do my video, my little cooking video in Diana's kitchen. Stay tuned for more, because I'll be thinking of something else creative to do. But in the meantime and in between time, I'm going to eat. I'm going to get my supper. Y'all get y'all's. I love you. And I'll talk to you later. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you hit that bell for post notifications. And I'll see y'all soon. Be blessed.